Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. This is the weekend edition, so this is my weekly summary of all the trades for week number 25. Today is June 26, 2021, and a week of number 25. I'm going to show you my profit and loss running total. So stay tuned for that. So before we begin, let's just do a quick plug on if you're on Facebook and want to join an investment group, join Investing 102. This is where you can level up your investing. We talk a little bit about everything. And on to the next topic. You see Bitcoin and all these other digital assets have been having a hard week. They've been downtrending. We know that Ether almost touched, I don't remember, was it 4,000, but it was 60 some odd thousand for Bitcoin. Doge hit 74 or so. Everything is downtrending. Who knows what's going to happen next, but I want to touch on that real quickly. What we do know is markets finish at an all-time high, so that's awesome. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Most people who are older or close to retirement, this is awesome. We love to see markets near all-time high because what it means is your wealth has increased. If you're younger or maybe 15 years away, 10 years away from retirement or more, actually you don't want to see all-time highs. What you should be rooting for is a recession where you can accumulate more shares at a cheaper price. So a lot of it depends on where you are in life and age and how far you are from retiring. If I'm 15 years away, I don't want this. I actually need the markets to go down so I can accumulate more assets at a cheaper price. And case in point, I'll make a quick example. Here's a 401k plan of mine. You see, it's at a new all-time high. I do post them maybe once a month or twice a month. I show what my balances are. I show what my rate of return is. 15% this year alone. So what that tells you is I only put in $3,000 so far this year. I got a match of 50 cents on the dollar. So this balance is looking pretty good. I may be able to end this over 70 grand this year. Less than 2 years ago, my account was only 20 some odd $1,000. So you can see how I'm doing this. I'm not making a lot of money. I'm not saving a lot of money. I'm just trying whatever I can to just get this up. So let's go into ETrade. Here's my ETrade account. I learned, like I said last week, I'm going to try a faster way of doing this. I'm going to copy everything here. And then I'm just going to paste everything. I'm going to leave some room so I can have some room to adjust. Okay, and here you go. I got smarter. I didn't see this little sort thing the other day. So last week I took a little bit longer time to sort it out. But I'm going to copy all this out. And then again, I delete all those useless rows. So copy. And then I'm going to paste over here. And there you go. So now I'm going to fix it all up. I'm going to delete some of these useless things. And I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you're completed. I think I got everything right. I'm going to hit the save button. Basically, I fill in all these other cells. I do it every week. I number all my trades. I put the dates. I can see what I'm opening and closing. So the only way I know if it's right is when I pivot the data. So let's go here and let's do a quick refresh. And this is looking okay. It looks right to me. But it's not good, but it looks right. And what I mean by that is you can see this. I lost $1,000 this week. And let me go over here. So let me just go over here and hit the refresh button. I want to make sure. And let me just spend some time looking at this to make sure everything looks okay. So I'm looking at the numbers. I think this is fine. I'm going to copy it over here. So after looking at this, I colored this red because I lost money this week. I think I know what happened. I looked at the data. I did a trade on DOCU, which was a credit spread, and I lost money that way. I only collected, I don't know what it was, $20 or $30. And then DOCU just blew past my credit spread, took the maximum loss. And then I've been trying to recover by readjusting some of the other positions because I do have some other high-risk trades. So some of those were unprofitable trades, and I'm just trying to readjust my portfolio. Obviously, S&P is at new all-time highs. You're wondering how you lose money. So while I lost money in options trading, I made money on my 401k plan. DocuSign, I actually owned shares in a different account, so my underlying went up. but my options trade on DocuSign lost money. So this portfolio only tracks how much I made in options trading, plus my dividends is included in here. So let's talk through some of the trades. The first one is going to be Riot Blockchain, cash secure put. I count that at one trade. You see what I'm doing? I decided to roll this down from September all the way to the end of the year and put 6 months on this. And some people will say, why do that? And there's no right or wrong way to do this. I collected $185, but I want to show you something. I'm going to scroll up, and you see I've been rolling this down and out for a while now. So I collected small profits each week. I used to do it weekly, but what happened was blockchain is going lower and lower and lower. So in order to reduce some early assignment risk, I don't want to buy blockchain at $41 a share. That's what this is telling me right now. So I rolled this one down to 38, and the one that I had for 38, I rolled down to 34. So what I'm saying is, let me release some cash, because these are cash secure puts. I'm going to release some of the cash back to my account. I'm going to collect a small premium. So this week I collected 185. And yes, I am obligated still to buy, but by putting more time on there, I'm hoping that I'm not going to get assigned early. And if you look back at the last couple of weeks, if you just scroll 1 week at a time, you see how much I've been collecting. So now we're up to 236. Add another week, and that brings you to 319. 4 weeks ago, now I collected 360. 5th week, 5 weeks ago, 478. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. 378. Oh, I did multiple trades that week. So that one is 435. And I did some extra moves there. Let's just go and look at it this way. So you'll see over the weeks I've been collecting premium. So if you keep on scrolling up, so now we're back in April. I collected $800 so far without ever owning the shares. Now the shares have been going down since it peaked. So what I've been trying to do is, on this way down, I want to collect some premium and reduce some of my risk of what price I'm obligated to buy it at. I don't want to own Riot, believe it or not. I'm just trying to collect some premium and play it. But by adding more time, it gives me a lot of options, because if Bitcoin, let's say, goes back up to 60,000, Riot Blockchain may be trading at, let's say, $40. So my goal is to get these shares under 40, so I have other ways to play the cash secure put. But for right now, that's the thing that I'm going to do for right now. We'll see what happens in the next 2 or 3 months. Next trade is Editas. I did a video early in the week. You should have saw that if you follow my channel. I post that up the same day I did the trade. Here you can see an Editas. I actually did 2 trades this week. I had to roll up and out, and I did it twice this week. And look, small premium here, 19 bucks. This one here, collected $61. So total for the week, $80. But let me just track this down. Let me show you what happened. If you add another week, look what happened. You see it? It's the same concept. Over the weeks, I've been collecting premium. So let's go here. So now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago. I'm up $336 just on premium on Editas. So that's how I'm doing it. Again, and you see the prices. I adjust them, and I'm just trying to collect as much premium as I can every week or every month. Let's look at the next trade. Let's look at Visa trade. So this week I end up closing it. But if you look at the numbers, I actually misplayed this. So I closed it for 185. But if you see what happened, I only collected 230 bucks. And if you look at this more closely, a small profit of 48 bucks. But you can see what happened. I actually started off with a very safe trade, and for whatever reason, over the last 4 weeks, I didn't even do anything with it. I didn't move up the untested side. And I could have moved this to a 205 or 210 or 215, and I just didn't. And so this was actually a misplay. but that's okay. You can't, I sometimes I actually do forget to do stuff, and this is what happened. So I did close this out, made a small profit, but it was definitely not a very good trade, not efficient use of capital. So let's take a look at Fastly. Fastly has also been a pretty bad trade as of the last couple of weeks. I can tell by looking at the numbers, this is bad. If you look at 2 weeks ago, it's still bad. And then really, when you look at the last 3 weeks, I made 20 bucks on Fastly. And then obviously, if you stretch it out more weeks, then the numbers start moving up. So it was a lot easier to play. But if you look at the price, Fastly went all the way up to like a $99, and it's been dropping. So of course I've been on the wrong side of this trade, and so my underlying lost money because this is a cover call, and obviously I'm not making money on. I mean, I made some money on the cover calls, but not enough to really make up for the loss of underlying values of Fastly. So this one may take some time to play out. I did buy more. I bought another 100 shares at, I don't remember what it was, but it brought my average down to about $60, and Fastly did start turning around. So we have to see how this plays. Again, short term, you got to look at it from short term, medium, and long. I think in the end of the year, I'll show you that I'll probably end up making money on this. Because look, I'm already positive for the year. If you look at it this way, we'll pick a week, whatever week you want. I'm positive, and I'm sure that I'll make money over time. So that's really the strategy here. You don't always make money every week, but the strategy is I will eventually. So that brings us to the end of the video. Like I said, S&P 500 at all-time high. My 401k plan is at an all-time high. I had a bad week in options, and I'm okay with that. I still have 3 more days to try to turn June around. I don't want to. My goal is to always try to make profit every month. So if you lose money in 1 week, that's okay. I had like I said, $1,000 max loss on DocuSign. I can turn it around. I have 3 more days of trading before we go into the holidays. I would like to try to make some money there. We'll see what happens next week. If the markets go down, that would be great because new all-time highs sometimes do keep on pushing the market in one direction, and it's really bad for iron condors. I make way more money when the market just sort of is range bound, stuck in the middle, up and down, and goes nowhere. So that's what I'm looking forward to. We'll see what happens in the middle of the year. But for right now, thanks a lot, guys. Don't forget to share this, like this, comment below. Let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. As always, have a profitable day. Bye-bye.